This amazing and very different pass has a surreal feel about it, and it's easy to see how it earned its name. It's barren and virtually devoid of plant life or water, leaving one with a distinctly vulnerable feeling. The striking feature of this pass is the narrow valley where passing travellers over the years have built hundreds of thousands of stone cairns along the sides of the road, a modern-day ritual to ensure you have a trouble-free journey over the pass. Confusingly, there's another Helskloof pass just 70 kilometers to the northwest of this one on the western side of the Ruchtersveld National Park, most famous for its endemic Helskloof aloes. The pass is quite long at 14.4 kilometers and has an altitude variance of 360 meters, producing an average gradient of 1 in 40. Due to the isolated nature of this pass, we recommend traveling in a small convoy of at least 2 vehicles. The pass connects Helskloof in the south with Noordoewer and Helskloof in the north. We recommend a high-clearance 4x4 and 2 spare wheels. Please make sure that you carry emergency drinking water with you. The summit point of 561 meters is reached within the first kilometer, and this is also easily the trickiest section of the pass. Helskloof, perched on the very edge of the Ruchtersveld World Heritage Site, has one of the most interesting histories of any South African town. Most of the inhabitants come from Buster ancestry. These people of mixed blood, or in Afrikaans Buster, which means hybrid or mixed, were forcibly removed from the white farming area near Pofadder in the Northern Cape during 1945. Their new home was negotiated for them by a Reverend Helskloof and had the unpromising name of Stinkfontein. The oldest people of Helskloof still remember the month-long slog it took to get to their new home, made on foot and with carts pulled by donkeys and oxen. There were no roads, and the brackish water en route made many of them sick. When they arrived, they had to cope with the sometimes hostile Nama people who had lived here for centuries. The settlement, named in honor of the pastor who had helped them find this new place, became something of a town of last resort for marginalized and disaffected people. No one had any idea then that their new home, the Ruchtersveld, would one day be recognized as one of the foremost floral destinations in the world. This botanical wonderland became a World Heritage Site, declared for its natural and cultural importance in 2007. It's an intriguing town to visit, and not only because of the floral bounty or the stock farmers who migrate with their livestock according to the seasons. You can stay in the middle of the town at a comfortable but basic guest house owned by the community, or take a slow donkey ride to the Rooiberg guest house 15 kilometers away. Inquire about sampling traditional food like delicious bread cooked on an open fire, or dumplings cooked in goat's milk, or seeing a demonstration of the Namastap, a traditional dance. The longer you stay in Helskloof, the more you'll be drawn into the everyday lives of these interesting people. Go to a church service and listen to the Helskloof string band known as the Snarorkes, or go and visit a nomadic livestock farming family nearby. You'll feel a whole new appreciation for the sustainable relationship the Ruchtersvelders have with their arid yet beautiful land. The geology is astounding and varies enormously. Make sure you've allowed plenty of time for photo stops, as some of the rock formations are quite mind-boggling. Further along the pass, there are a few huge boulders called petroglyphs, which are clearly marked by a signboard. These have unfortunately been defaced somewhat by people wanting to scratch or paint their names on the rocks. Most of this pass is not really difficult in terms of sharp corners or steep gradients, but the track is rough and long sections consist of very soft sand. The track crosses the dry riverbeds many times and disappear from view on occasion, but you'll quickly pick the track up on the far side by scanning ahead over the next 50 meters or so. The Ruchtersveld is a mountainous desert landscape characterized by rugged kloofs and high mountains situated in the northwestern corner of South Africa's Northern Cape province. It's full of changing scenery, from flat sandy coastal plains to craggy sharp mountains of volcanic rock and the lushness of the Orange River, which forms the border with neighboring Namibia. The area ranges in altitude from sea level to 1,377 meters at Cornelberg. Be sure to watch parts 2 and 3 of this series on the remote and rugged Helskloof Pass.